Good morning. My name is Jess. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, thank you. So today we are drinking a zodiac tea for Scorpio. So it's the beginning of Scorpio season. I did a Scorpio meditation yesterday. Everybody in my family is Scorpios. My mom, my dad, my son. Oh, that smells good. That smells chocolatey. So, yeah, it's interesting. In my family, we kind of have groups of zodiac signs. So, you can see that. Mostly looks like black tea with little brown, maybe cocoa nibs in it. Okay, let's pop that in. I can see the rooibos floating to the top right now, which I know is in it. I will read what is in this. This is 3 to 5 minutes, 212. Black tea, rooibos tea, mango pieces, natural mango flavor, safflower, dark chocolate chips, cocoa nibs, natural vanilla flavor, and natural chocolate flavor. Interesting. I maybe smell a little bit of the mango, but I mostly smell the cocoa. Interesting. Okay, we will see how that goes. So, yeah, in my family, first of all, we tend to marry the same sign. So my mother and my father are both Scorpios. My husband and I are both Pisces. My sister and her husband are both Taurus, and their daughter is Taurus. So my son is Scorpio. And yeah, the main thing I notice is he and I have talked about death as a concept since he was very, very little. So yeah, and he, I don't know, he has some things in common with my parents, but it's going to be a very birthday heavy month. Which is hard because he's 13 and so he's not very into electronics. He doesn't really game and stuff. And it gets to the point where it's kind of hard to buy them presents. So he builds things. So I may just give him a gift certificate to Home Depot. So he can buy wood and all kinds of, all the stuff he likes to buy. The problem is we tend to just go buy him that stuff as he needs it because I want to always support him doing something creative. So it means that we've spent a lot of money on wood and glue and nails and screws and all of that stuff this summer since he's redoing his room. But again, in the realm of things he could spend his money on, I would much rather have him spend it on something that he's building than video games or other kinds of electronics. So, yep, so he is spoiled in that way, in that we do buy him, and his grandparents buy him, a lot of Michael's and Home Depot items. So, but it is what it is. So I had a session this morning. I had a nice quiet evening. It was lovely. I realized I had a continuing education on body dysmorphia that I had to finish up. Sometimes I'm invited to do pilot programs where you read through new continuing education books. Usually the company that I do that with are books. And so I was invited to do this pilot program, and then you get continuing education credits for free, which I try to do because continuing education credits are very expensive. All right, I'm going to pour some of this. It's about 3.5 minutes in. And then I'm going to let it steep a little bit longer and pour the rest into my big cup. This is a very pretty kind of rooibos color, so it's a little orangey, kind of an orangey brown. It's nice. It smells very much like cocoa and rooibos, but I wouldn't say it tastes a lot like cocoa. It tastes like it's got a little bit of cocoa notes, and I taste the black tea, and a little bit of sweetness from the rooibos. But I wouldn't say I would pinpoint it as any specific one of those flavors. I don't taste the mango at all. I taste a little bit of sweetness, but I definitely don't taste the mango. So I let this one steep a little bit longer. I'm hoping maybe I get a little bit more astringency from the tea since it's steeped a little bit longer. Let me try that. That brought out the cocoa nibs a little bit more in the chocolate flavoring. I do like this one steeped a little bit longer. So I will probably pour this into my big glass and let it mix up, because you definitely get more of the black tea flavor when you steep it a little bit longer. So yeah, this is mostly kind of a slightly cocoa flavored black tea for me. A little bit of sweetness. The sweetness is a little bit more gone after the longer steep. It's nice. It's nice to have a warm cup of tea. It is actually beautiful out here. It was supposed to be chilly, but it's gonna hit 70 today. And when I went out this morning, it was still pretty warm. It was like 63 out early this morning, which it's been getting cold at night. So the temperature is supposed to dip, but it was supposed to dip today, and it doesn't seem like it's dipping yet. So I have session later this morning in like a half hour, and then I have a session right before I pick my son up from school. So usually I don't arrange my sessions like that with breaks in between. I try to kind of do them back to back, so I have more time like to exercise or meditate or things like that. And I usually do morning sessions, and then I have the afternoon free to exercise, meditate, pick up my son. But it didn't happen today because I often have an afternoon session on Thursday. So I had scheduled my 2 o'clock to try and be back to back with that, but then that got canceled. So I'm taking a new client tomorrow morning, and we will see how that goes. And other than that, just getting ready for Halloween next week. I think we have a quiet weekend. I don't think we have a lot going on, except my son may go to a Halloween party. And other than that, and I have a Italian wine class on Sunday, which should be fun. I opened one of the wines yesterday and had a taste of it, and it's delicious. It's a kind of a little bit fruity. I think it's a Etta Rossa that I got. And yeah, I often just have like almost like a shot of wine because I really just want to kind of taste it, but I don't want a full glass, so that's what I had. All right, I hope you are all doing well. Thank you for coming back, and I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow's tea is mischief. We'll see how that goes. All right, bye-bye.